Good morning, Dr. Davis and class. My name is Tianna Stuart, and my topic for today is pretty packaging, problematic planning, sustainability in cosmetics. Like many of us, my love affair with makeup started with a holy grail product. For me, it was MAC's Ruby Woo, the perfect red in a silver bullet tube. As a child, it was a pinnacle of sophistication, but as I studied environmental science, that same sleek tube started looking a bit different. It stopped looking like luxury and started looking like a symbol of ecological conflict. This leads directly to my core argument and thesis. The beauty industry must transition from a cradle-to-grave model, where we extract, use, and toss, to a circular cradle-to-cradle model. We cannot fix this by just swapping one ingredient. We must evaluate the entire system through the three pillars of sustainability: environmental, economic, and social. Environmental pillar: extraction and waste. Let's start deep beneath the surface with the environmental pillar. Before that lipstick ever touches your lips, it touches the earth, often destructively. We're looking at two major culprits here: mica and palm oil. Mica mining, often for that shimmer we love, scars landscapes and has been linked to severe biodiversity loss and even child labor issues. Palm oil harvesting is the primary driver of deforestation in Southeast Asia, so the cost of that smooth lipstick texture is often measured in loss of rainforest acreage. But the impact doesn't stop at harvest. Once these products are used and washed down the drain, we introduce a new suite of issues. As noted by James, 2024, the microplastics and synthetic chemicals in these formulas don't just disappear. They bioaccumulate in marine life, causing toxicity. We often talk about pollution as an environmental issue, but when these chemicals disproportionately affect coastal communities who rely on fishing, it becomes an issue of environmental injustice and health disparity. Waste life cycle. That brings us to the end of life phase, which is arguably the most visible failure of this industry. This slide features a crucial table that we need to unpack in detail because it reveals why just recycle it is a broken promise. Let's look at the lipstick tube. It's not just plastic. It's a mechanism of plastic, metal springs, and sometimes a glued-in mirror. It's what we call multi-material waste. Decomposition time: 100 to 500 years. That means the Ruby Woo tube I admired as a kid would outlive me, my children, and likely my great-grandchildren. Next, foundation bottles. We see glass and think, oh, glass, it's infinitely recyclable. But in cosmetics, it's a glass and plastic hybrid. The bottle is glass, but the pump mechanism is metal and plastic fused together. To recycle it, you would need to separate them, which rarely anyone does. Eyeshadow palettes. This is the poster child for waste. It's a cardboard sleeve, a plastic tray, a mirror, and a metal hinge. It's a composite nightmare. Decomposition time: 100 plus years. Finally, makeup wipes. We use them for 10 seconds. They are made of synthetic fibers that tangle in sewer systems and shred into microplastic pollution. They are not biodegradable. Economic pillar: the clean beauty paradox. Logically, we know we need to change, so let's pivot to understand why the market hasn't been fixed as yet. The market for green cosmetics is indeed booming. Customer demand is there, but there is a harsh economic reality here. Sustainable ingredients often cost more, and supply chains aren't scaled up to the level of conventional petroleum-based ingredients. As Bazaar 2025 notes, the package design itself is a huge driver of this premium, and this is where the economics gets a bit tricky, as noted on. Corporate management and financial risk. Consumers say they prioritize sustainability, but are they willing to pay 40% more for a foundation in a clunky, refillable jar versus a sleek, luxurious, disposable one? Companies like Sanelli 2025 highlight that firms face real financial risks when switching to sustainable production. It requires new machinery, new logistics, and new marketing. Right now, the risk of not changing is a future problem. The cost of changing is a persistent, present balance sheet problem. The culture of overconsumption. This economic model is propped up by the social pillar, specifically our behavior as consumers, and we are being heavily influenced.
It's my favorite, all-time favorite orange peach tone blush. I think every chocolate girl should own at least one bright orange / peach blush.
As you can see in the video, social media has normalized access. We have moved from owning one blush to needing a rotation of different moods. Influencers like Tianna, 2024, showcase full face routines that can involve 20 to 30 separate products in one sitting. This algorithm rewards the new haul, not the empty pan. This drives a cycle of overconsumption that directly feeds the 120 billion units of packaging we'll discuss in a moment. Greenwashing and misinformation, another major issue. This is when companies market their products as eco-friendly or natural without actually meeting meaningful sustainability standards. For example, a product might be labeled green because of one ingredient, while the packaging remains completely unsustainable. Social media can also spread misinformation, making it harder for consumers to know what's truly sustainable. This highlights the need for stronger policies and transparency so consumers can make informed choices. Packaging waste in the beauty industry. Let's ground this in hard data. The numbers are staggering. 120 billion packaging units per year, 95% discarded. Only 9% of the plastic ever sees a new life. Why? Because 62% of that is complex. Mixed materials, hard plastic that recycling plants simply cannot process. It's too small, it's glued together, and it's contaminated. Now, why does this matter to us here in the Bahamas? Let's bring it home. Cultural impact in the Bahamas. Junk Canoe, the most vibrant, culturally significant expression of Bahamian creativity. It is a celebration that relies heavily on cosmetic paints, glitter, body adhesive, and the packaging that comes with it. During the rush of preparation, those behaviors of high consumption are amplified. In a small island developing state like ours, we have limited land for landfills and an economy deeply dependent on a pristine marine environment. The plastic wrappers from a face paint kit can easily become part of a 8 million ton of plastics entering our ocean each year. We cannot afford for our cultural celebration to leave a 500-year scar on our reefs. Solutions: circularity and dematerialization. So, is this the way out? The path forward requires a paradigm shift. Detailed on, we must move from a linear supply chain to a circular model. This means 1. Dematerialization, getting rid of the package altogether. Think solid shampoo bars and waterless concentrates. 2. Refillables, investing in durable, beautiful containers that are meant to be kept for a decade, not a month. 3. Biotechnology, moving away from mining mica to growing ingredients in labs, reducing the strain on natural ecosystems. This leads to the vision on the new standard of beauty. This isn't about taking away the magic of makeup. It's about redefining what that magic means. Right now, we're paying for luxury with environmental debt. The future standard is cradle to cradle. It is a beauty industry where the health of the planet is not an afterthought, but the foundation of the formula. The bottom line, if a product destroys the world while trying to beautify it, it isn't beautiful, it's a liability. It is time to trade the cradle-to-grave cycle for a future that is as sustainable as stunning. These are my references, and thank you so much for listening.